What's up, guys? Today we're in Steal the Brainrot on Fortnite, and I'm going to show you every single working code right now. We're talking regular codes, rare codes, and even the legendary secret admin codes that can spawn some of the craziest brainrots in the game straight into your base. Some of these codes will drop mythics, some will give you zombie mutations, and some will even boost your server luck so you're pulling rare spawns way more often. Make sure you watch this all the way through because we're going to try a lot of codes today, and I'll explain which ones are worth saving and which ones you should use right away. Before we get into the codes themselves, let's quickly cover how to actually redeem them, because if you're new, it's easy to miss. Load into a game and head to the middle area of the map. You're looking for a small keypad or pin code panel. This is where all the magic happens. Once you interact with it, type in the code exactly as shown and hit enter. If it's a working code, you'll see either an item spawn in front of you or a notification telling you a boost has been applied. One important tip here, redeem codes in a private server whenever possible. In public lobbies, other players can run in and steal the brainrot you just spawned before you even claim it. In private, you control everything. Let's try out those first two so you can see the results. First, I'm entering 7346, and there it is, Brainrot Gods spawn. If you haven't seen one before, these are massive, and they can make you a ridiculous amount of money per second once you own them. Next, 1912, Lucky Rod. And wow, we actually got a diamond version this time. That's a big win because diamond variants can pump out way more cash than regular ones. Remember, you'll need the coins to claim these, so don't waste a god code if you're broke. So make sure you already have millions of coins. Otherwise, other players will easily steal them, or you just won't be able to afford the OP brainrots from these codes at all, and it will be wasted. So, make sure you have money. One thing I love about this game is that every code feels like opening a mystery box. You know it's going to be good, but you don't know how good. You might get a common spawn, or you might pull something game-changing that instantly boosts your income. That's why I don't like dumping all the codes at once. It's better to pace them out and get the most from each one. Speaking of pacing things out, let's drop our next code. Code 1507, another Brainrot God spawn. This one can be a completely different variant from the first God code, so it's worth trying even if you've already used 7346. We'll redeem it right now. Still a monster for earnings. Now let's talk about admin codes. These are on a completely different level. While normal codes give you a fixed reward, admin codes can open a special panel that lets you spawn anything. We're talking the most expensive brainrots in the game instantly, without paying a single coin. I first found out about them from the official Steal the Brainrot TikTok, where they showed someone spawning a zombie low without spending the billion coins it normally costs. And yes, I tried them. So, I hopped on an alt account and started testing every admin code I could find. Some of them worked in the past, but right now, they look patched. I tried over 100 different combinations, and not one opened the admin panel. That said, based on past events, they do return sometimes for just an hour. When that happens, you have to act fast before they're gone again. And while we wait for those to return, let's drop another regular code. Code 2388, another Brainrot God code, but this one can spawn some of the more unique high-tier variants. I've seen players get insanely rare spawns from this one, so it's worth using when you're ready. Before we move to the next code, let's talk about some recent announcements from the official Steal the Brainrot Discord. On August 10th, the devs addressed a bug where Sigma Boy, Los Tralaleritos, and Bulbito Tractorito could change into a different brainrot after purchase. They confirmed there's nothing they can do retroactively since it was tied to cheaper brainrots with higher spawn chances, but they promised to work on preventing bugs like this in the future. Just 2 days later, on August 12th, they released an update aimed at fixing lag issues. They've asked everyone to report new bugs in their bug report channel, so if you notice anything strange after using codes, that's where to go. I actually recommend staying on top of these announcements because sometimes updates like this will quietly patch or unpatch certain codes, meaning a code that didn't work for you last week might suddenly be active again. Something else worth keeping an eye on. The devs often drop codes as a community goal reward. For example, on July 27th, they promised a Lucky Rot Brainrot God code if players hit 1,500 reactions on a post, and they smashed it with over 2,400. That's when they released code 7346. Then again on August 3rd, they set another goal for 1,234 reactions, and the community doubled it. That's when they dropped 1912, another lucky rot Brainrot God code. Why does this matter? Because they've done this more than once, which means it's worth keeping an eye on their announcements and helping push those reaction goals. If you're active in their Discord, you might get a code before it's posted anywhere else. Alright, I've still got a couple codes to show you, but we're not just jumping into them yet because there's something else you should know. The last screenshot I showed is from their Leaks channel. It's teasing a dreamy event with a countdown and even hints at a guaranteed secret reward. Events like this often bring limited-time codes that only work while the event is active. So, if you're watching this close to the event date, there's a good chance a new batch of codes will drop soon. And judging from their track record, those event codes can be some of the most valuable in the game. Alright, enough waiting. Here's the next one. Code 0108 gives double server luck for 10 minutes. Perfect for stacking with a God code so you have a better chance of getting a rare variant when you claim it. Before we move forward with the rest of the codes, if you want to stay ahead of everyone else, you need to be in the official Steal the Brainrot Discord. That's where they post bug fixes, reaction goals, leaks, and, most importantly, codes before they appear anywhere else. I've seen codes drop there that never even made it into YouTube videos because they expired so quickly. Joining is super easy. Just head over to discord.gg/abexb60qwuv. Once you're in, keep an eye on the announcements and leaks channels. And don't sleep on the reaction goal posts. That's how 7346 and 1912 were first released. If you're watching and somehow haven't played yet, here's how you can hop in instantly. Open Fortnite, go to the Island Code section, and enter 32205-0366-88885. That's the official map code for Steal the Brainrot. Once you load in, you can follow along with this video and redeem the exact same codes I'm showing you in real time. Trust me, having the game open while you watch means you can test each code the moment I say it. And if one of them is time-sensitive, you won't miss out. Alright, now that you're set up in the game and connected to the community, here's the next code. 00108. Double server luck for 10 minutes. I'm redeeming it right now, and instantly I can see the change. The portal is pushing out gold and diamond spawns way more frequently, and even the rarer mythics are popping up more often than before. Let's test it for a minute. Already I've got a diamond Brainrot rolling in, and a gold one right behind it. With normal luck, you might get one of these every few minutes. But with this boost active, you're stacking high-value spawns back to back. This is exactly why I recommend pairing this with a God code. Because if your God spawn rolls as a rare variant, you've just multiplied its value without spending an extra coin. Now, the last code I'm about to give you is one of my personal favorites because of how unpredictable it is. You could get commons, you could get legendaries, and yes, you could even pull a mythic or diamond variant if your luck's on point. Code 5289 spawns 3 random zombie Brainrots. I'm entering it now, and here we go. First one's an epic, second one's a legendary, and the third, another epic. Not bad at all, especially since zombie variants look unique and stand out in your base. And that's it. We've covered the best working codes right now, how to stack them for maximum value, and how to make sure you never miss another drop by joining the Discord and keeping up with event leaks. With the dreamy event coming up and the possibility of new admin codes returning, now's the time to be active. So, get in game with the map code 3225-0366-8885. Redeem your codes and enjoy the free boosts while they're still active. If you want to stay ahead and steal the Brainrot and never miss a single code or update, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. I post every time new codes drop, when admin codes come back, and when there are important updates or events like the Dreamy event. By subscribing with notifications on, you'll be one of the first people to redeem the codes, which is huge because some of them expire in just hours. So hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video with the latest Steal the Brainrot news and codes.